Hello guys, it's Airsoft Talk, and I'm Delta One, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my personal favorite weapons, the AK-47-ak74. That is one of the most superior weapons on the battlefield, and as you can see that most AKs, excuse me while I zoom my camera out, most AKs have a larger mag capacity than almost any other AEG out there. Actually, they do have the biggest standard high cap mag capacity. So the first thing I'm going to get on is what's the best AK for the lowest amount of money. You can go as, here's an example, you can go to Evike, you can go to Airsoft GI, you can go to Airsoft Megastore, Airsplat, Gunner Airsoft. Gunner Airsoft is not a US retailer, but I like to use them because they give me information about guns before they come out. One of the things that I really like about CYMA is that their affordability, their FPS, their parts, and how well they're put together. Like for instance, I had a CMO-28 AK-47. The thing lasted almost 2 years, and it is one of the best things you can buy for $100. But CYMA has such a huge line of AKs, I can't go over them all. But they have full metal bodies, and all wood. They have all synthetics too. They have rails. They have contractors with trademarks. And just to have trademarks in general for a clone is outstanding. And they can range from $90 to $200 at max. And plus they're coming out with a CMO-48 blowback. Not CMO-48, a CMO-42. It's a blowback. I'm personally going to probably end up buying one myself. The next one up would probably be, I was told that Classic Army made some good AKs. I personally don't like Classic Army myself. I've heard too many bad things to trust them, so I don't have much to say on them, but the only thing I would buy that's an AK from Classic Army is the RPK. Due to the fact that it's the only one on the market that's any good. I had the SRC one. I bought it. The day I got it, I put it down on the bipod. I just set it down on a table, and the stock broke off. And I just literally went like this, like, it went poof, and just broke. And I was like, you know, throwing stuff all over the place. It was like, ah, ah. I was really mad. So, especially when you spent like $500. Not $500, I spent like $900. No, I spent like $1,200. Fully upgraded. I had it shooting at like 500 FPS at like 30 rounds a second or something like that. I also just don't buy Classic Army. I don't recommend them. But the next one up is probably going to be the new, it's not out yet, but the KWA AK-47. KWA has a huge reputation for having good guns for a reasonable price, and plus all of their guns are LiPo already. So you can also do that. D-Boys is also pretty good. I would put the under CYMA because CYMA is just better. So the first is D-Boys, the second is CYMA, third is Classic Army. I don't want people saying, I'm going to get a Classic Army. I'm telling you, do not buy them. I just put it in there because that's what I was told. Also, fourth is KWA. But anyways, the next one is, I've heard, is Real Sword. Real Sword is manufactured out of an actual Chinese AK, like, gun manufacturer. Like, they manufacture real guns in the same factory as the airsoft ones, but the airsoft is, you get what I'm saying. The airsoft factory is in the gun factory, but they use real parts off of like guns, like such as the stocks, such as the foregrips, the bipod mounts, and front sight. So you can just literally be like, you know, whoa, you know, it's like, it's so real. It is. The only bad part is they don't use standard ratio gears. So say your gears break, you have to find Real Sword AK-47 gears, and no one else makes spare parts for them. So again, you're left at a, what do I do? There's not much you can do. I heard someone I watched a review on one, and the first thing he says, This is the worst $500 purchase I've ever made. He had a feeding issue. He took it apart to see what it was wrong and avoided the warranty, so he couldn't return it and get, have it under warranty. So he's stuck with a Real Sword AK that sucks. So Real Sword makes good wall hangers in short terms. But there's also, the next one up is VFC. VFC is known for how outstanding the body is, their internals, and all-around performance and upgradability. You can do all the upgradabilities with the CYMAs also. They're Tokyo Marui compatible. They are great, so is D-Boys. They're upgradable. Just all that. I mean, literally, VFC can demolish anything under it. VFC AKs are literally, you could pick it up, and you could pick up a real Romanian AK47, and you couldn't tell the difference if you just picked it up and held it. One of the nice things about it is the fact that I've seen videos on YouTube of people burying them in a snowstorm and literally leaving them there for overnight. They come back, they pick it up, and they start shooting it. Works fine. I've seen people put them in water and leave them in water for 30 seconds, completely submerged, pull it back up, and shoot it. And I've seen the torture tests that they can take is ridiculous. They can take so much abuse. It's not even funny. So I would really recommend VFC, but they're pretty expensive. They can range from, if you're lucky, you could find one brand new for $350 up to $450. Real Sword's expensive. They're like $350 if you're lucky to $500. Classic Army's gonna start at around $290 and end up at like $450. D-Boys is basically the same as CYMA, from like $100 to whatever, to like $200. But y'all may be asking, well, what about Echo 1 and JG's AKs? Those AKs are cloned off of CYMA. They're clones. The only AK I would buy from either one of them would probably be that concept AK that the JG has, or the contractor personal one, which is actually cloned off of CYMA, but the CYMA one doesn't really have trademarks yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. Also, the Vector Arms AKs from Echo 1 are just rebrands from CYMA. The only reason I like the Vector Arms 74U is because it has the synthetic black handguard. So I own one of those personally, and that's pretty much it. All those AKs that I just mentioned are the only ones that aren't worth buying are, for my opinion, D-Boys, but they're good. I won't buy one. Y'all can. CYMA is good. Very good. Very, very good. Classic Army, don't recommend it. Terrible. Garbage. Then KWA, definitely recommend it. Then BFC, I recommend it highly. Real Sword, if you want a nice wall hanger, that's like $500, go ahead. But that pretty much covers it for AKs. So this has been my take and my opinion on AKs. So if you have any comments, ask me, blah blah blah, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Check out God's Airsofters, that's my other channel. This is basically my channel that I am free to speak my own opinion and not have to worry about other people. So thanks for watching. This is Airsoft Talk, Delta 1 out.